Hi, I'm Ralph Demetrius, one of the creators of the Planetary Calendar. And as we enter the 2021 edition, the 72nd, by the way, I want to tell you about some of the new features that we have in the calendar that we're quite excited about. First, we've improved the text ephemeris. And what we've done in that, and the text ephemeris, of course, if you've used the calendar before, you know where that is. But if you don't, if you haven't used it before, it's up here at the top. What we've done there is that we've included the degree at which the planet is at on the first day, and we've included the degree at which it changes direction, either goes retrograde or direct. It's a little thing, it's helpful though. We've also changed the lunar aspect notation, and the lunar aspect notation is that number above the date number. It's the row of signs above there. And what we've done now is we've put them in the sequence by which they happen. So the early ones happen to the left and the last ones happen to the right. So what you can actually do to say, well, what's the aspect going on and when's it happening, is you can look at that and then look up at the text ephemeris, and between the two do a little calculation and know about when that aspect is going to happen and what aspect it will be. Now, it does require you to use your brain, but that's something astrologers actually like to do. Now, we also include the ingress charts when the sun enters each sign each month. So after the forecast and the meditations, then you have the ingress chart. Shows you a pattern of where the planets are on that first day of the new sign, which we think is very cool. This is the first time that the calendar has had an actual chart in it. And astrology is based upon charts, so might as well. We've upgraded the feng shui tips, so now that they're geared towards specific missions, when you do them, it's going to tell you what it's going to improve, hopefully, but only if you do them. We have included complete ephemerides, complete grids. We've always had the little text ephemeris, but now at the back of the calendar, and in fact, in every version of the calendar, the day planner, the pocket version, now has a complete ephemeris for the year. It's the Swiss ephemeris, if you're interested about that. We've also redesigned the calendar, so now there's more data and less blank space. And we've also done original artwork of the glyphs. So as you can see, there's a lot more information on there. It's a lot easier to read. Everything was able to get a little bit bigger. We've added a preview global forecast for 2022, just in case you're curious. We've also dramatically redesigned the pocket version, which we now call the mini. It has twice as many pages, actually a little bit more than that, because it also has a complete ephemeris in the back. But now, rather than being read like this, like the regular calendar, because the other version was basically just a shrunk down version of this, it's now like a little book. So now when you get to the individual months, it's twice as big and it's easier to read. So it's a great little booklet now, dramatically improved. We've upgraded the website and made it much more user-friendly for a mobile device, since that's how many people look at it. And we've also expanded and improved the instructions. The original instructions were written many years ago, and we've upgraded them quite a bit. We've linked them into our how-to videos on the website, just like the forecasts are linked into our online video forecast as well. Just in case you're curious, the cover this year is Pluto. Last year it was the whole solar system because it was the first of the fancy covers, but this is Pluto. Why Pluto? Because here in the United States is having its Pluto return. It takes 240 years for Pluto to go around the entire sun, and the last time Pluto was in Capricorn, around this degree, was in 1776. Now that it's happening coincidentally with Saturn and Jupiter, we're both in Capricorn at the same time, does explain a lot of what the United States is going through. But we thought that Pluto, with that great heart and that red, really deserved to be on the cover. So those are the new features. The two versions here, the pocket version, There's also, of course, the day planner, and we have what's called the Planetary Calendar Forecast Plus, which is essentially the day planner but without the weekly guide, so it's more compact. Oh, forgot the cell phone version. We also have a cell phone version, which goes, why not? And it's a digital version as well. And we have two versions of that now. We have an expanded one, and then we have, which is basically our electronic version of the Forecast Plus. And then we have the standard one because people like that one. So those are the new features for this year. We hope you enjoy them, and we hope you have a wonderful 2021.